Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Berserk manga read-through, where today we start chapter 115. We are still in the midst of, like, a Misty Valley elf demon battle thing that's going on down, but our first page of this chapter looks to be taking us back to when Rosine originally arrived at the Misty Valley as a child. So let's get into it. Let's see what this origin is all about, because I'm assuming this is gonna give us the sacrifice. You know, I'm gonna sacrifice my parents so I can become Demon Elf Queen. I'm gonna have my rule over the Misty Valley, which means, are we gonna see the God Hand right now? Are we about to see the God Hand right now? Let's find out. So she's climbing through. She's like, she's got the Bailet in her hand. I'm here. The Misty Valley. This is it. The land of the elves. All mine. Oh shit, okay. Okay, it goes right back into the fight. Okay, I thought we were about to get a whole, like, origin there, and then you just, like, screaming face, Firefly. Wow. So, yeah, the last chapter ended with Guts being, like, thrown from her, being absolutely yeeted. I realized that I don't even actually need to wear these. I was listening to some tunes, and now I don't need to. Let me take those off. There's nothing to listen to when you're reading a book, guys. Guts! As he falls. That's a great frame shot with, like, the moon there. I really like that. Humans aren't meant to take the lives of elves. I won't have it. She's like blood coming out of her mouth, tears streaming down her face. Like the blood on her little, like, translucent little pod thing. You can just go away forever. Big, like, thing coming out of her head. Oh, and it gets him? Holy fuck. Holy shit. He was not even able to dodge it. She's just, like, laughing about it. God, that's brutal. Just, like, right in the side of the head. It's gone all the way through, dude. Holy shit! And obviously when it comes out, it's initially just, like, sharp as a needle, but, like, when she, I guess, like, is not focused, it recoils a bit, so now it's actually, like, a bit softer. It's like the sharp little central antenna, and Guts has just swiped, like, right through her. Holy fuck, man. So we've got, like, it's gone right through his mouth. We've got his arm wound from before still fucking gushing out with blood. And she's got, like, the Dragon Slayer wedged half in her body, and he I guess pushes out to fall back down. Dude, this is insane. She's just got, like, a big cleave. They weren't there. As he just falls down right into the water at the base. No, they weren't there. I waited for days and days. I waited forever. Oh, wow. That was insanely surprising. I thought that Guts was going to just dodge something like that, not expecting him to actually take the blow, just missing it. That was insanely drawn. Wow. And now we've gone back to Rosine again. I'd known it. I hadn't really believed in them. In silly elves. Oh wow. Rosine, Rosine? Mom? Thank God you're safe. Why are you here? Oh, girl, you had me so worried. Ooh. Just a bit of a left hook to the jaw there. Dear, stop! Of all the stupid things to do. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused everyone in the village? Don't you dare humiliate me ever again. Oh, okay, yeah. This just makes it so clear. When there's blood involved with the Baelet, sacrifice is due. And it's going to be paid. See, the mother probably didn't deserve this at all, and even tries to, like, stop him from doing this. But as soon as the father's doing something like this, when Rosine's already in a very vulnerable and emotionally volatile state, who has run away from home to go to the Misty Valley, it's like, well, look at what you just created, sir. What? Have you got something to say? Get your ass up. We're going back to the village. Dear, do you have any idea how long looking for you has delayed the harvest? Were there elves? Were there any elves here? Worthless superstitions. You're too old to believe in that crap. Or was this for me? Did you do this to me because I'm not your real father? Dear, please stop it. Shut up. And then goes for her as well. This is wrong. This kind of thing can't happen here in the valley. I don't need all this. Go away, as the blood drips onto the head of the Baelet. Everything, just go away. Wow. And, I mean, yeah, that really just... it says enough. So it's even, like, with that statement, like, she didn't like stand there and go, I sacrificed my parents so I could become an elf. It was a event that was triggered by trauma and abuse, especially from like an abusive father. And then in that moment of like panic, just being like, I want everything to go away. And obviously that really just kind of says all that you need, really. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Forgive me, father, mother. Look! There you go. She's like slowly transforming back into like her human form and falling into onto the base of the tree. Rosine. It's too late. Jill. They weren't there. There weren't really any elves. I waited, alone, day after day, but no elves appeared. There were never any such things. Peacaf and the elves of the Misty Valley were just fairy tales that some lonely child made up, I'm sure. Rosine! That's not true. Peacaf, you... Long ago, elves really did live here. I don't know why everybody's gone, but I'm sure my kind did live here. I can tell. I feel it. You're kind. He's an elf. See? A real one. Real one. So he is. They were here. The elves. Fuck, and then that's the end of the chapter, is Guts emerging from the lake, so that's the end of Firefly. Far out. There's like such a tragic thing, because it's like you have this child that has grown up with abuse and violence and being mistreated, and obviously you see that then come out with their actions and how they act about things, and adult attack, and you know, just how adults are viewed as just these vile creatures, and then they're taking revenge, but they're also harming innocents as at the same thing, and Guts needs to slay his demons, but like Rosine is separate from the rest, but then she also attacked the Band of the Hawks camp where Rickett was as well, which is something that kind of confuses me. Because it seems as if she was almost... This storyline almost makes her demonic transformation and her stuff separate. Unless, like, the Eclipse... Or sort of, like... There's sort of like this unified thing where just like demons from like all over the place, like living their own demonic existences. They feel like the call or something. There's like maybe they're able to. They call each other on the Bailet and they go, look, feast time. We gotta eat. And then they all just like hang out. So Rosine made a little like early cameo appearance just to go and feast on some adults maybe, and then went back to the Misty Valley after the eclipse happened. That seems like the most likely scenario. But yeah, we'll move into the next chapter, chapter 116, where we will continue Rosine's tragic story, because it's like she obviously didn't want what happened to happen. It's just one of those sort of like tragic villainous figures where it's like they actually have a lot of reason and backstory for where they are currently. She just wanted to be happy. She just wanted, and then she's like, I'm gonna go hang out with the elves, right? So this is called The Way Home. So we've got Rosine and Jill, and then flashing back to this. They were here, the elves. You found one for real, Jill. Lucky. Now you'll be alright, even with bad stuff. Alright. Rosine! As Guts approaches. Also, another thing just to note in that previous chapter that I felt was like weirdly unnecessary is like there was like multiple panels in a row that are just framed to just have the nipple like right in on the edge of field of view, where it's just like you could have just not drawn a child's nipple on the screen if you wanted, and then I wouldn't have to censor it. Like it was just like scrolling through being like, nipple that doesn't need to be there, nipple that doesn't need to be there. I was just like, why, man? It's like right on the edge of the panel too. But we have a surviving, probably barely surviving Guts. Whenever you see his face encased in a silhouette, it's so imposing, so threatening, just like the one eye as he's dragging the Dragon Slayer behind him. Guts, Mr. Swordsman. He's gonna... Stop. That's enough. Rosine can't even move. Don't hurt her anymore. Wait. Please just leave her be. Why? Why do you hate her so much? Why? Oh shit. He like knocks her back. Jill. You'll pay for that, Guts. Oh god, Puck. Puck trying to block the Dragon Slayer. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Oh, is he doing... He's doing something to the blade before the strike? As he's going for the overhead killing blow, Puck is quickly done something to the tip of the sword. Or was he just trying to see if he could stop it? Guts, stop it, you fool! No! Oh, shit. And Jill just goes and dives right over the top of her to put her in between. Oh, fuck. He just took an arrow to the chest. Like right in there while he's in the middle of this, in this moment of hesitation. What the fuck? Oh, the fucking... Oh, wow. Ha ha! How about that? I hit him! I took down the Black Swordsman! Dad? Mr. Japek! I done it! I done it! I took down the Black Swordsman! Me! This fucking scumbag, dude. Holy shit. Oh no! Attack! Rescue the children! Oh, this is just the worst timing. Oh man, and Guts is just going to take a few arrows here. And he has to run away. So he's not able to get his killing blow on Rosine. Jill made sure of that. And the Holy Sea Knights and Japek arrive at the perfect time. After him! Grab him! Wait for me! I'll go too! Mr. Japek, we must pursue the Black Swordsman, but you must stay here and watch over the children. No, but the Black Swordsman, I mean... You must not push yourself. You just leave him to us and take your time basking in the joy of being reunited with your child. Firing that arrow to save your daughter was admirable, but I would never dream of involving an outsider such as you in this danger any further. But that's not... Yeah, just remember that this dude is a scumbag. He's not doing it for Jill at all. He's not doing it to save or reunite himself with his daughter. He's doing it for glory and to be a part of something. That's why he shoots one arrow in a weakened Guts and goes, I did it. So then, hey, God damn it, that son of a bitch. I didn't come all the way out to the Misty Valley just for this. One more time. Some father. Rosine? Jill, what's that thing? Ain't that an elf? You mustn't move. I have to go home. Oh wow. As the wings come out. Stop it! Move, stupid! Rosine! She could still... I have to go. I must go home now. The sun's gone down, and the moon's already so high. If I don't hurry home, Mum and Dad will be worried. I'm so hungry. Wonder what's for dinner tonight. On top of a small hill between the village where he no longer knew a single person and the elf forest where no human was allowed to live, Picaf the outcast cried and cried, his red eyes swollen even redder. As you just have Rosine's memories of her parents as she flies through, heading home, apparently. And that is the end of the Way Home chapter. This really highlights some really fucking bad shit about humanity. We see that a lot throughout this entire story, so that's an obvious statement, but it's just like you see people how they treat, their own children and people around them, and then how that reflects in children and how they then act accordingly. And these children desperately trying to run away from home to have something that isn't what they currently have, and just this fucking dad who's just like, all he wants is like to be like recognized and like have glory for being able to take out like the Black Swordsman or something like that. And it's just it's so shitty. But Rosine is mortally wounded and flying off, and Guts is having to escape a pursuit of an army that has been tracking him for some time. And we'll continue with the final chapter of this episode, chapter 117. Rosine's flown off for home, almost like Picaf running back to his house. The Blue Sky Elf. A road she will never reach the end of. Damn it. Got me good. Getting my hopes all up. They planned this from the start. Don't get me going on stuff that won't happen, sons of bitches. Come on, we're going home, Jill. Come on, quit standing there, let's go. I can't go. Huh? Say what? I can't go home yet. You fool, what the hell's that mean? Don't you talk back to me. He goes to strike her, because that's what they do. You go back to the village, Dad. Ah, hey Jill! Where the hell you think you're going? With that elf, you stupid girl. Puck, find out where the swordsman is. Alright, but it's dangerous. You saw him before, right? Besides, why? After everything he's put you through. I don't know. But I just can't leave things this way. Find him, leave no stone unturned, capture the Black Swordsman. Commander, it's hopeless in this fog. And it's only a matter of time before that fire makes its way here. Silence! After years, we've finally gotten this close. I'm not about to just let him escape. Damn, man. Guts needs some of that Puck juice. And this is like a good thing for us because like there's actually like how I mention it, where there's always like these moments where you're like, oh, as long as Puck is around, it's okay, because Guts' wounds will get healed. But I like that they're doing multiple ways for us to avoid having that happen. So it does give us a lot of like, how is he going to get out of it, or how is he going to be able to put off his mortal wounds to push through and survive. He's just going to keep struggling as he has to hide out. Because like, no, I reckon Guts without an antenna to through the mouth and one through his sword swinging arm, and an arrow or two just like in the abdomen. Prime Guts would just clean house with this whole group, but he can't do that right now. But Jill and Puck have found him. Mr. Swordsman. Are you going away? Are you an idiot? Why are you still following me after all that crap? It's like I told you, huh? You're lucky to still be alive. You almost died plenty. Your old friend was killed, and you're soaked in bloody sludge. Keep hanging around. I promise you'll see more of the same. Now get lost. Go away. But that time, I nearly burned to death. You saved me. Didn't you? So he still noticed Jill. Take me with you. Jill! I won't slow you down, so take me. Somewhere far away. Somewhere that isn't here. I don't care where. As long as it's not here, I don't care. Fuck. So, and this is, we know that Guts on the inside is a little softy because, like, he had a very bad childhood. And then he sees children also having really bad childhoods. And you know that there's a part of him that resonates and sympathizes with that, but he has to be like, no, I'm the fucking Black Swordsman Demon Slayer, fuck off, sort of thing. But like, he has to put on that brave face. But like, you know that like, we're just seeing another, this is just another broken child living their story, you know, that Guts has already seen and experienced himself. And we go through to this double spread where he says, look, and you can see the brand on the back of his neck, bleeding. Take a good look around us. A good, hard look at the shadows, at the darkness around me. You said somewhere that's not here. This is that somewhere, the verge of our world. This place is adrift, where the dead cling to the living, drowning in jealousy and yearning, a garbage heap of losers. You said you don't care where. Well, what you see is what you get. This is your paradise. Child, young body, give mine, give it, give me, let me in, yummy. No! And then Guts takes a nice little swipe at them to get them off of Jill. There's no paradise for you to escape to. What you'll find, what's there, is just a battlefield. Mr. Swordsman? Go home. No, I don't have a place I want to go home to. Go home. This is my battlefield. Only bad things happen there. Nobody's kind to me. Go. Go back. Back to your battlefield. Mr. Swordsman! As he walks off into the darkness with the phantoms in the shadows following, Guts draws the line between this is my battlefield and you have to go home to yours. In the same way that, like, when Guts was a child, he had to face his own demons in the form of humans, and that was his battlefield. He disappeared into the darkness. In the end, I still didn't know who he was. Just like when he appeared, he took the demons with him. I was the only one left behind. I still don't really know what these past days of fear, sadness, and shock were to me. The mist cleared away. Wow. The mist that would never go away was pushed out by the flames. The clear sky now peeks through. But it's by no means a spectacle that makes my heart leap. Like when I flew in the sky with Rosine. It's savage, lonely, cold, but such a vivid sky. It's a clear sky like the kind after a storm blows through. I don't have wings, so I guess I'll look up at the sky and crawl along the earth. Maybe the fluid from the cocoon he doused me with mixed with Rosine's blood washed away my childhood. I guess this is it, Jill. You're going? Yeah. Jill, will you be okay? Alone? Yeah. I guess I don't think I can be violent like the swordsman after all. And I guess I really don't have the courage to run away like Rosine did. But at least, I think I'll try crying and shouting and biting my way through. Maybe I can change something. Farewell gifts. Sting your dad with this as much as you like. Elf blade, Zakuri Maru, and homemade elf dust. Thanks, but hey Puck, why do you go with him? But elves really do look best in the blue sky. I just can't leave him be. That idiot. In a tiny village nestled in a ravine, difficult to see even from the air, I think I'm about to start my own tiny battle. And that is the end of the Lost Children chapter. That brings our encounter with Rosine and Jill and the elves of Misty Valley to an end, as we can see Jill saying farewell to Puck and following along to fight her own battles with her village, her father, all of that kind of stuff. It's a very cool line that is being like drawn, a cool story that is being told, showing, you know, what's going on to children in this current state of affairs, you know. And yeah, like I said, like Guts at the end there, like embracing Jill in a much more calmer way and like really like laying it down, and it's like, you can't come with me. This is my battlefield. You have to go home to yours. And then walking off. So it looks like we'll be emerging into our next chapter of the Conviction arc next time for chapter 118. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying the read through. I certainly am really liking the variety in stories that we're getting here. I'm curious to see how the army in pursuit of Guts is going to continue as well, because it looks like we may have lost them for now, but I expect that we will see more of them soon. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I will see you for chapter 118.